Welcome to today's market report. European stock markets traded higher on Thursday, continuing recent gains with investors buoyed by some solid corporate earnings. DAX traded 0.5% higher, CAC 40 rose 0.5%, FTSE climbed 0.6%. Italy's FTSE MIB rose 0.2%. On the corporate front, Bayer stock jumped 5% after German companies struck a $2 billion deal to resolve future legal claims that its widely used weekend killer Roundup causes cancer. Nokia stock rose 1.1% after the Finnish telecommunications player reported better than expected fourth quarter revenue following a strategy revamp from new CEO Pekka Lundmark. Shell stock rose 1% after the oil giant said it expected to raise its dividend again in a sign of confidence, despite its profit dropping in 2020 to the lowest in at least 2 decades as the coronavirus pandemic hit energy demand. Deutsche Bank swung to a small annual profit in 2020, its first since 2014, on the back of strong gains at its investment banking division. However, its stock fell 1.8% as more was expected of the German lender. Expectations of additional US stimulus have boosted the global stock markets of late, particularly after the Democrats in Congress pushed ahead with a maneuver to ensure President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief package gets its through largely undiluted even without Republican support. In Italy, former European Central Bank President Mario Draghi accepted a request from Italy's head of state to try to reform a government of national unity that will combat the pandemic and a deep recession. On the economic data front, retail sales for the Eurozone are expected to show a rebound in December after November's sharp drop. However, the focus will be on the Bank of England's latest policy-setting meeting. The central bank is expected to keep rates and its pace of bond purchases on hold and may move further away from the idea of negative rates as the UK benefits of a rapid vaccination campaign. Oil prices pushed higher on Thursday, boosted by the commitment of a group of top producers to continue to curb output, as well as US crude stockpiles falling to the smallest level in more than 10 months. Crude futures traded 0.6% higher at $56.07 per barrel. Brent rose 0.2% to $58.81 per barrel, having earlier climbed to its highest in nearly a year. Gold futures fell 0.7% to $1,821.90 per ounce. Silver prices eased at $26.51 after climbing to a nearly 8-year peak of $30.03 earlier in the week, as a social media-driven rally fizzled out and returned calm to the market. On the FX front, the GBP-USD pair has been succumbing to a yield-driven dollar rally and has dipped under 136. The main event of the day and the week is the Bank of England's Super Thursday. The Bank of England is expected to abandon its thoughts about setting negative rates, boosting sterling. While President Joe Biden continues negotiating with moderates in both parties, House Democrats passed another hurdle en route to passing a large stimulus bill without Republican support. While the White House is unlikely to get its desired $1.9 trillion stimulus bill, it will likely to be higher than expected. Apart from the economic boost, it means more debt issuance, prompting a sell-off of US debt. Apart from probably leaving its policy unchanged, the BOE publishes its monetary policy report. Will the bank upgrade its forecast given Britain's robust vaccination campaign? Apart from ramping up immunization, coronavirus cases and hospitalizations have extended their decline. On the other hand, the recent lockdown and Brexit may have weighed on the economy. Support waits at 135.70, the daily low, followed by 135.30, a swing low in mid-January. Some resistance waits at 136.10, the previous through, followed by 136.80 a peak earlier in the week. Euro-dollar continues to push lower below 120 despite the strong data. Retail sales in euro area rose by 2% on a monthly basis in December. The data pushed by the Eurostat showed on Thursday. The reading followed November's contraction of 5.7% and came in better than the market expectation of 1.6% on a yearly basis. Retail sales increased by 0.6% in 2020. The euro-dollar pair last seen was losing 0.42% on a daily basis at 119.84. The dollar index was up 0.2% at 91.320, near its highest level since early December. Dollar yen rose 0.2% at 105.22. Aussie dollar rose 0.2% at 0.7629. This is today's market news. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.